This is Joe Blasco for MUA TV, Media Unlimited Arts Productions, and we are here in Hollywood, California today with Sam Beckarian. Sam is the owner and one of the founders of the most highly respected beauty supply business in the world, Namies Beauty Center. Sam, I want to thank you for being here today.
Well, glad to be here,
Thank
Joe,
you.
and I appreciate the opportunity, and great to be involved with your project, and I'm honored to be here at your facilities.
Thank you.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you. You know, we've been working together for a long time, and most of my relationship with Namies was with Namie, you see, and you were more or less kind of like in the background, and you were like the wizard, the man behind the curtain who was doing all of the magic work and helping bring things together as the co-founder. And I'm just recently realizing to what extent you had involvement in the development of Namies. I had no idea that you were actually one of the co-founders, that you worked with Namie in the very beginning at Friends Beauty Supply, and that you were there by his side and you worked together when he made his move from Friends on Victory over to Riverside. And so I find that really invigorating, and I'm really glad to know that. And I want everyone in our audience to know that. It's very, very important that everyone in the audience knows that Sam is just not a man that came along after the fact and took over a business that was started by Namie, but Sam is actually one of the co-founders of Namies who worked hand in hand with Namie from the very beginning. Sam, let's talk a little about who Sam is.
Well, Joe, I mean, definitely it was a partnership. You know, Namie, I met Namie early 80s when I went and applied for a job at beauty supply that he used to manage and build it for many years. He built Friends Beauty Supply pretty much from a mom and pop store. Yes. that catered to just the neighborhood to become really the one and only full-size, full-service beauty supply for the entertainment industry, nationwide and worldwide for that matter. And so I had the privilege of working there with him alongside, and with his passion and dedication to the industry, it was definitely a fun place for me to work. And as a young, just kind of starting college, so it was a great opportunity that I met Namie there, and we worked together for close to 3 years.
Yes.
And
this was on Riverside.
This is the one on Laurel Canyon and Magnolia,
the
the old Sig. God bless his heart.
When Sig Friends was
yes,
still there.
Yes, bless his heart.
So
Sig
you started way back then.
Yeah, early 80s.
You were from the very beginning.
That's when I worked with Namie over at Friends. So I learned a lot there, and learned not only about the business, just doing business and dealing with people. Yes. And then went on, finished my education in college, and left Friends, but we stayed in touch with Namie. Yes. For many years. So working there and then leaving and then keeping in touch with Namie and starting our venture together in '84. I pretty much started the restaurants and managed them and built them. And in '88, that's when he wanted to leave Friends and really pursue a career on his own. Yes. And that's when we decided together, since we were already partners, yes, that what would have been a good strategic goal to start, to either continue the restaurant business, yes, or go into the beauty supply that he's been doing it for a couple of decades.
Yeah, so many years.
And he had connections and the support of right, the makeup artists and the hairdressers.
I like to think that Namie's actually was the singular person who reinvented the beauty supply business.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because he took
in many respects.
He took it up several notches. He raised the standards. He took the regular beauty supply business and he brought in the professional makeup artists, the professional hairdressers. He catered to them, and he gave them quality service that since then they've learned to expect and to appreciate, which is what Namies today is carrying on.
Yes, we're definitely carrying the legacy. I mean, beauty supplies in the 70s and 80s were, you know, just the mom and pop, local beauty supplies, and you had the full service dealers that really supplied the salon industry with the hair colors of your typical, you know, the old L'Oreal, Clairol, Wella brands. And that's what it was. That's all it was. There was no professional, you know, setup.
Exactly, until he began it. There were a few places that would sell theatrical makeup.
Yes, there were theatrical.
You know, there was
there were
Columbia
very
Cosmetics on the West Coast. There was Elcone. Prior to Elcone, it was Paramount Theatrical Supplies.
It was
who sold
very limited with some old.
Namie took it way beyond that. And so tell me this. You know, Namie, you know, he's a real fun person.
Oh, he's great.
Namie is a fun person. He has a tremendous amount of energy.
He's terrific.
Yeah, and what was it like working with Namie back in those days? What?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, you know, the guy has energy like you won't believe. He really, I mean, for him, you know, there was no limit of what is customer service. I mean, there was no heights that he wouldn't climb and or try to achieve to make somebody happy. He just loved helping people.
He would deliver. He would actually, if he had no one there to deliver a product, if he got a call from one of the studios or from a client, and there was no one there at the store to make the delivery, Namie would get in a truck, he would take the makeup right to the studio, and he would deliver himself.
Absolutely.
And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. That's the
for
kind
him.
of service.
I mean, for him, customer service was, don't stop at anything. Just just get it done, deliver it, hand it to them. And I think, you know, if you Joe, if you really talk to a lot of the makeup artists in those eras that Namie had worked, there are a lot of makeup artists that really give Namie credit.
Absolutely.
For getting them started, helping them even, you know, getting their own first case. I mean, he's had. I've heard stories from makeup artists that come in say, you know, Namie was the reason I moved to LA.
Yes.
Namie gave me my first makeup case when I didn't have even the money to buy it.
Yes.
And he would say, here, take it,
yes,
go get a job, and then you can pay me later.
Exactly.
So he's helped a lot of people.
He's helped a lot of people, and there are people
and
who,
so
who
to
know
me that was, you know, working and having a partner with that kind of integrity and an interest of helping human being.
A passion.
To me, it was really great, and had a lot of fun and learned a lot. And you know, together we had a great harmony. I mean, it was a complete partnership.
Yes.
You know, we completed one another.
Yes.
And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
That's excellent. Sam, hang on just 1 second. We're going to break. We're going to be right back with Sam from Namies in just 1 minute, but listen to this first.